Let's see what disease is. Children, disease has two parts in it, dis and is. Now, dis can go for disturbed. So, we can say that disturbed is. Disease means disturbed is. It means being uncomfortable. Now, we can have a definition of disease like this. It is something which interferes with normal functioning of the body and impairs the health. Now children, let's see the another topic that is symptoms. What happens when a person suffers from a disease? How do we know that we are suffering from disease? So what happens when a person suffers from a particular disease? One or more systems of his body gets affected, and due to these effects, certain symptoms arises in her body. And when we go to a doctor, he will look for the symptoms such as cough or fever or loose motion, etc., which will help him to identify the disease with which the person is suffering from. Signs of disease are what physicians or doctors will look for on the basis of these symptoms. Signs will give a little more definite indication of the presence of a particular disease. Now children, physician will also get laboratory tests done to finally pinpoint the disease further. So this is all regarding disease, symptoms and signs. Let's see another very important topic of this chapter, that is types of diseases. We can categorize diseases on the basis of two factors. First one is it can be categorized on the basis of duration, or the second basis will be as per the causative agents. Let's see the first one, that is based on duration. We can have two types of diseases. Acute disease, it can be also called as short-term diseases, or chronic diseases, also called as long-term diseases. Let's see difference in between acute and chronic diseases. Children, acute diseases lasts for short time, means it occurs in our body for short period of time. But chronic diseases are just opposite to acute in terms of time period. It lasts for very long time, sometimes lifelong. In case of acute diseases, there will be no major health effects. But chronic diseases cause prolonged health effects. In case of acute diseases, patients can recover completely, means they can be cured after the disease gets over. But here in this case, patients do not recover completely. Here one L is left. So patients do not recover completely. Examples can be in case for acute diseases, we can have cough and cold. Then in case of chronic diseases, we can have examples such as tuberculosis, then AIDS, then leprosy, then cancer, etc. So this is how we can differentiate in between acute disease and chronic disease. Let's see about the next category on the basis of which we can have two types of diseases. Now children, on the basis of this, we will have two more types. First one is the communicable disease. It is also called as infectious disease. Second one is non-communicable disease, or it is also called as non-infectious disease. So let's see difference between children. Communicable diseases they are also called as infectious disease. They can spread from one person to another either through direct contact or indirectly also through various agents. Next, about non-communicable diseases or non-infectious diseases. As the name suggests, they do not get spread from one person to another. Second difference is that the communicable diseases or infectious diseases are caused by germs, means microorganisms such as virus or bacteria, sometimes macroorganisms also like worms. These when a disease is caused by all such organisms, then it will be called as the communicable disease or infectious disease. Next, these are caused, the non-communicable diseases are actually caused due to malnutrition. Malnutrition means both undernutrition and overnutrition. If you are not taking a balanced diet, you can be deficient in one or the other nutrient and suffer from one or the other deficiency disease. At the same time, if your diet is containing the nutrients over the requirement or much more than requirement, then you can suffer again from diseases. It can be obesity or sometimes high blood pressure and all that. So in both the situation, it will come under malnutrition. Secondly, there can be some hereditary reasons behind it, such as color blindness and all that. It will also come under non-communicable disease. If due to a malfunctioning of any organ of your body, certain disease occur, then that will also come under non-communicable disease. For example, sometimes if due to some reason like stone in the kidney and all that, your kidney has stopped functioning properly, then in that case the disease will come under non-communicable disease. So these are the common difference in between communicable, non-communicable, or we can say infectious or non-infectious diseases. For first category, we can have examples such as cough and cold, flu, then measles, then conjunctivitis, that is sore eyes and all that. For non-communicable diseases, we can have examples such as cancer, then diabetes, or the night blindness, scurvy, etc. So now I hope you have understood difference in between communicable and non-communicable diseases.